Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Hi, and welcome to day 13 of Vlogmas. We are more than halfway to that special Christmas Eve night. My name is Tracy, and I am the podcaster of The Comfy Red Couch. And this is my Vlogmas, Festivities on the Float. I live on a float home in the Vancouver area, and we just moved here from Toronto in October, and I'm getting used to living on a float home and also getting used to living in a new city. I was really hoping to be a little bit more out and about during Vlogmas this year. I think for the most part though, I've been home a lot of the time. Not to say that I don't go out, but I have not taken you out with me because the places we've gone have been pretty boring. The grocery store, little things like just little errands. And the weather has not been very cooperative, and I would like to take you out on a nice day when the weather is a little bit sunny and we can see a little bit more, especially when the mountains, there's so many mountains around that we can kind of get some really pretty views. So hopefully in the next remaining days ahead, we will get at least out on one little jaunt. And I'm thinking that once Nathaniel is out of school, Nathaniel is my 12-year-old, and once he's finished on Friday, then maybe we can do a little bit of sightseeing around the Vancouver area and take you out and about for something a little bit different than just life on the float. But right now, it's all about life on the float. Today, I have a few things that I'm going to share with you. I'm waiting for a very special parcel to be delivered, and because we live on the water and they have to, the UPS, DHL, Purolator, Canada Post, all of the delivery services that we have, they don't have access to the dock, so they can't come and deliver it right to the house. So I need to be able to, Amazon's pretty good. They text me when they're here, but the delivery services, not so much. So I've put a little note telling them where to text me today, and I'm excited. Hopefully this parcel is delivered today and I can share it with you because it's a good one. I also have another parcel that I think may have been delivered yesterday. Canada Post does Sunday delivery in Toronto, and I'm guessing probably in Vancouver too, but we didn't check the mailbox yesterday. But when I looked in the mailbox early this morning, there was a little key for the box across the way, and I went and got my little parcel, and it is lovely. So I'm excited to share that with you in a few minutes. Today's all about sharing, I think. So let's start off first with my Yulgren. And I was having a little chat with Sharon, who is SCR1TNO. I believe I got it right this time. And Sharon has a podcast, The Knitting Project, the SCR1TNO Knitting Project. And I talked a little bit about how Sharon does different projects each day of the week, and then it's on a rotating schedule, on a 6-day schedule, so that she doesn't repeat. And so she had suggested that with my Yulgren, that maybe what I could do instead of just purling in the round is that I could kind of flip it and knit in the round. I had thought of that, but the one problem with that is if I do that, I then have to get like a little bit, I guess I would have to slip one stitch, and then I would be knitting in reverse. And then when I get to the patterning section, then I'd have to be doing cables on the purl side, and think I don't mind purling so much, so I think I'll just keep it as is because I do need to concentrate on this pattern because I'm counting rounds of how much knitting I'm doing for decreases and increases and things like that. And then I'm also counting the chart rows. So I've got 2 counters going, and I think I just need to keep it as is or I will really completely confuse myself. I did not work on this at all yesterday. This is the Yulgren, which is a pattern by Andy Satterland, and it's going to be fun. I think today I'll work on it a little bit, but I also want to work on some other things. So that is living in my big box here, and I'll just pop that in there for now. I received an amazing advent from some friends, Chris, Sam, and Nikki. And last year I sent them a surprise English paper piecing advent kit. And this year they surprised me with a tropical advent kit. So there are, every other day is yarn, and then there are other little goodies. And I decided to save a couple of days to open them with you and also to share the ones that you have missed. So I've been sharing them with the 3 lovely ladies, and but I hadn't shared them with you. So day 8 was this lovely little mirror compact, very, very tropical themed. Day 9 was some gorgeous, gorgeous red yarn. And it's just such a rich red. It's got that blue undertone. Absolutely beautiful. And then day 10 was this really cute Progress Keeper. And I had talked about the Pineapple Express coming in, all this awful rain we've been having. Is nicknamed the Pineapple Express because they're blaming it on Hawaii. I didn't get a Pineapple Express, but I got like a coconut. And I thought that was a very, very cute Progress Keeper. And I will have to put that on the project that I decide to make with this amazing advent. So then I saved 3 days of advent so that I can open them with you. So the striped ones, 11 and 13, are yarn, and these ones are secret little treats, such as Progress Keepers, the mirror, there was a pen, there've been so many, the bird that's on my tree, so many lovely lovelies. Let's start off with day 11, and the yarns have been tropical themed. So the last one was red. I think we're gonna go into some purples. Oh, not quite. This is a beautiful speckle, and those turquoises, oranges, there is a bit of purple there. Pink and purple on that white base. Definitely looks very tropical. So that is day 11, and I'm going to keep that in the 11 pouch so that when I do get to knitting, I can remember. Day 12, lots of crinkling happening. It is a square-ish sort of, but feels a little bit padded. I hope if you have gotten an advent calendar that you are enjoying your advent. I did see today, though, that Costco recalled their pet advent, which is a little bit scary. Ah, coconut wipes. So these are definitely very tropical smelling, and they are facial cleansing wipes. Nice. Oh my gosh, they smell so good. I've been talking about the package. Every time I open a yarn, it smells really good. I think it's this. It's the coconut smell. The lime and the coconut. And day 13, I think I can kind of see what color it is through here, but I won't tell you yet. Let's see if I can. Oh, it is. It's beautiful. It's blues and greens. I was thinking it was like a teal, through the paper, but oh yes, beautiful, beautiful. So today, we have those more muted, in some ways, tropical yarns. So let's make sure I get those in the right one. 11 and 13. So I am definitely having fun with this Advent. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to knit. So I will have 12 minis at the end of it, and I've thought about doing something where I can maybe use 10 grams and of each day and then go back and repeat 10 grams, because I'm thinking that, you know, if they're 20 grams, I can then sort of double the colors around, maybe a cowl that repeats itself. I'm not sure. Scrappy socks would be fun too, but not everybody sees your socks. They just don't. Last night I was wearing a pair of socks around the house, and I could kind of feel that it felt like my bare foot was touching, and I looked and I realized I had a hole in the ball of the foot on one of my socks and then in the heel of another one. So I do think there will be some darning in my future. Maybe once I find my mushroom. I've got about 20 more boxes still to unpack. I don't want to go back up to the loft and deal with the boxes. The problem is I just don't know where I want to put them all. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed opening a few of the tropical Advent little prezzies with me today, and I will try and get back on a proper schedule where I open them daily. I may not share them on the podcast each day, but I definitely like to share with Chris, Sam, and Nikki as I've been opening them, but they had to wait a few days because I wanted to sort of save these ones up. Anyway, this has been a beautiful surprise that has brought me a lot of joy this December. This morning I went and popped a note on our mailbox upstairs just so that hopefully the delivery service gives me a call, and I checked in our mailbox and found a key for the super box across the street, and inside was this amazing, lovely parcel. And this is a special little treat that I ordered for myself, and I've actually been wanting to purchase this for quite some time, all of the things in here, but I wanted them all to be in the shop at the same time. So I have been checking back at the Stitchery, and the Stitchery is an online embroidery shop by Nikki Franklin, and I'm sure you've seen her beautiful embroidery on Instagram. So I purchased several lovely kits, and it arrived really quickly. So one of the things that I have been wanting to get, and I'm going to guess that it's in this one here, is right here. And this is the Mr. McGregor's Garden. It's like, I sure hope it is, and it is. And this is the No Rabbits Allowed sampler, and the packaging has changed since I last ordered from Nikki. It's beautiful. Look at this beautiful casing, and then it has a ribbon, and inside you have your linen and the stitches, the threads, not stitches, the threads to do the stitches, and the patterns in there as well. I'm going to leave it closed for now, but this is the No Rabbits Allowed sampler, and I have been wanting this for quite some time, and finally put it in a cart and checked out. The next four things that I wanted them to be in the store all at the same time so that I would buy them all at the same time rather than over several different purchases. And again, beautiful, beautiful packaging. And I will start off lots of wrapping. I wanted to get all of the seasons stitch kits. So this is spring right here, and again inside is the linen, the threads, the pattern, and a beautiful envelope. And long after spring, we needed summer, my two favorite seasons. And again, a beautifully packaged. I love this. It's got the white ribbon and then this beautiful pink ribbon. I had to get all 4 seasons, of course. And then autumn has those lovely little toadstools. And winter has the beautiful winter roses. Because if you're going to put an order in, you might as well make the best order possible. And I did want all 4 of the seasons. And I had, as I said, had my eye on no rabbits allowed for quite some time. So I did buy some beautiful things. And I've really been, I used to love to cross stitch, and I still have to hang up my framed cross stitches that I have made. I've got one hanging, but I need to figure out where I want to hang them in the house. And I used to love to cross stitch, but my eyesight isn't quite as good as it used to be. I need to get myself a really good light, I think. Maybe one of those ones you wear on your forehead, I don't know. But I love stitching. I just don't do it as much as I used to. So now I've got some more Nikki Franklin kits. And the Stitchery kits are just so, so beautiful. I've been enjoying seeing people opening their Nikki Franklin Advent kits. They've been very beautiful as well. But I know I wouldn't be able to keep up with an Advent kit from the Stitchery. So just get a few kits as I go. And I do love to frame my needlework. It does cost a lot to frame it once you know, if you want it done really well, but it is so nice once you have finished a project to get it properly framed. Anyway, that was my lovely parcel that arrived today, and I'm not sure which one I will start first, especially when it comes to the seasons, you know. We are going into winter, so maybe for the winter solstice, maybe I should put this one on the needles, and or not on the needles, but put it on a needle and stitch away. And I'm thinking that it would be really nice to somehow frame them all together. So whether it's having some loose edges and some glass, clear glass behind, I'm not sure. I will figure that out as I go along. Anyway, that is a lovely parcel that was in the mailbox this morning. As I said, I am still waiting for an amazing parcel, and I hope that I will be able to share that with you a little bit later today. So for now, I'm just going to do some quiet knitting and wait for the delivery man. I almost forgot to open this part of the parcel. I did order a couple of other little goodies to go along with my kits because I felt they needed to be accompanied. And what I ordered were some cute little scissors. Because can one really ever have enough scissors? Aren't you always looking for a pair of scissors for this or that? And especially when you have specific scissors. You know, you need the embroidery scissors, or you need your sewing scissors, or the ones you keep by the knitting table. These ones are just so, so cute. And so they are just a perfect size to get those little snippy bits. So, and the red handle is really, really lovely. So there we go. I bought another pair of scissors. I also bought some bohin needles, bohin, and I bought some Saju thread winders. So they are all very different, and you just put your thread around and wind up. So I thought those were kind of fun little things. I love this one with the butterfly on it. It's really pretty, and I love the soft colors. So many lovely little things. Anyway, can't not share that part of the parcel with you, can I? A boat has just gone by, and the lights are really swinging, and as I'm looking at my neighbor's house, her house is kind of going up and down, and when I look out the window over here, I could see my neighbor's house going kind of back and forth. I don't know if when I first pressed play you could hear the sloshing. That's what I hear mostly. I don't feel movement right now when the house is moving, but the lights are definitely swinging. And let me just pop my glasses on. Up the stairs. These ones are swinging too. While I may not feel the movement, it is definitely happening around me. But yes, I was looking out the window and my neighbor's house was kind of going like this, and I don't feel it, but watching her house move kind of makes you feel a little bit queasy, a little bit seasick. But otherwise, oh, I gotta show you these ones. These ones are so pretty when they move though. The ones at the front door, they're kind of like wind chimes. They're very beautiful. It's been a very slow day. I have been patiently waiting for the delivery truck to come and bring my lovely parcel. I'm a little bit worried that they might just stick a note on and then I'll have to go pick it up tomorrow from our local depot. Hopefully they'll text me though. So I have the phone nearby and hopefully they'll let me know when they are here. A couple things I thought I would point out. I was just talking with Letitia from Chicago, and she has a few of her pieces in a Chicago exhibit, and that exhibit is called Fiber in Color, and that is how Chicago yarn artists use color in their pieces, from knitting to crochet to weaving, and she's got a few pieces in there, so wonderful news for Letitia. And then I also wanted to point out something I've been seeing a lot of today on Instagram, and I'll just pop that up. And Jules, who is So Sweet Violet, is having an amazing giveaway, and she is giving away one of these lovely English paper piecing kits. And so you just have to go to Instagram, and a few more things. So anyway, that's kind of a nice little treat that I woke up to this morning seeing that. And so lots of stuff going on. Have I settled enough to do some crafting? No, I'm too excited about my parcel coming. So anyway, I'm feeling a little bit materialistic today, which isn't so good, but I'm really excited about my new parcel. It is now much later in the day. It is just past 4 o'clock. Nathaniel has had his weekly ukulele lesson. He does that through U School in Toronto, so he goes online and he gets off school a little bit early and then comes home, plays ukulele for an hour, and Greg has just taken him to the plaza to get a haircut. When Nathaniel asks for a haircut, you know that he's ready for a haircut. And I'm still waiting for my parcel, so maybe that will be something that I get to share with you tomorrow. Today I shared enough wonderful packages with you, And this afternoon I did no knitting. You know what I did though? I went out with my camera and I took some photographs of the swans, the ducks, the geese. I was trying to capture a picture of the seal. He was out there for a little bit, but he was a little bit too far away. So just been having a quiet and creative day and just trying to have a little bit of a peaceful afternoon. So anyway, tonight maybe I will actually finally get myself settled and do some knitting. I've just been waiting for this package. I've been sort of up and down, and I'm excited for when it does arrive. Anyway, I think that is all I have for today's Vlogmas, and I know it was a lot. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope that wherever you are having a lovely December and that you are getting some good rest in as we prepare for the holiday season. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Festivities from the Float, and maybe one of these days we will get out of here. Bye.
In excelsis Deo, Gloria, in excelsis Deo.
You would think that after her ordeal the other day, that she would want to stay far away from the outside world. But no, she wants to go back outside where the birdies are because they're just too fun. And she's a cat, so, you know, there's no rhyme or reason. Right, Miss Tasha?